Good morning. I obviously posted a little sneak peek. I'm wearing one of my new fall scarves as a dress. This is one of the ways that I usually show at my trunk shows. I am using a little belt here to kind of show off the design of this scarf. So usually I just kind of let the ends hang. I'll show you what that looks like here without the belt. I usually just kind of let the ends hang like that, especially if I'm wearing this over a bathing suit. I obviously have a tank top on, and I did rig it a little bit because this one is kind of hard to tie by yourself, and I'll show you this one last because this is probably the most advanced tying that I know. There's probably way more than I know about. So I'm just starting with a black workout tank and black leggings, which is pretty much what I wear almost every day. Obviously, I teach yoga when I'm not a stylist with Stella and Dot. So I'm going to start with some of the easier ways to tie a scarf. A lot of you said you have no idea how to tie a scarf. Some of you have purchased scarves from me, and I know you're not wearing them. And I want you to be wearing them. So first off, you need scarves that are big enough. So obviously, our scarves are really substantial. They're nice lightweight fabric, plenty of fabric. So you do need to start with a nice rectangular scarf for most of these. And then my first easy trick, and seriously, when I learned this, I was like, how have I not been doing this forever? So you take one end, I take the end with the tag, and cross it kitty corner. So you're going across, and you'll take that tag side and the opposite side, and just make a small knot. So you want to try to keep the knots as small as you can. And now you have an infinity scarf. So again, this is like super simple, but I had not known how to do this, and it drives me crazy when I position my scarf and then it keeps coming undone. So you can use this infinity scarf idea as loose or as high up towards the neck as you want. I like a little bit looser in the summer, obviously, and these are very lightweight, so they're not too heavy. Then in the back, it's nice and clean. In the winter, when it's cold, I do like to kind of bunch it up a little bit closer to the neck. And then you can zip your coat right up, and you've got a nice warm toasty scarf. And obviously our winter weight scarves are a little bit heavier. This would be a little too constricting for summer. So that's tip number one. Again, it's a pretty simple tip, but it has seriously changed my scarf wearing life. Especially as a yoga teacher, I like to be able to wear my scarves and still move around and not have to fuss with them. So that's trick one. I'm actually going to grab a different scarf for trick two. And again, this one is not too complex. I'm going to take our Westwood trellis scarf in gold blush. Really pretty pale pink. It's got some gold appliques. Super luxurious looking. I love this scarf so much, and it goes with really every color. So here you're just going to start with just a loose loop around the neck, and then grab the middle and find one of the tails. Do it on the other side as well. And you could even do that again and have shorter tails. And then you just kind of fluff them out depending on the pattern, depending on where the tag is. And it just kind of creates this cool illusion around the neck. The tails aren't super long. You could also tuck them in. I've had people do that as well. It almost kind of looks like a fun big necklace. And again, in the back, it's just really clean. So I love this style. It looks really cool with a nice big printed scarf as well. And then you can kind of fluff out the ends. So that's trick number two. Again, if you own one of our scarves, feel free to cut the tag off too. I just leave them on so people can look at the washing and care instructions. So trick number three, we're going to start to get a little more advanced here. So if you've attended a trunk show with me, guess what? You've definitely learned this. You're using it, you're loving it. I make sure everyone walks away knowing this trick because seriously, it's so fun and it's a great party trick. So you're going to take your scarf lengthwise, fold it in half, and just line everything up. So now your scarf is in half. Fold again in half. And again, you want to keep your ties as small as you can. So just a small knot there. And now these become your armholes. So this is the hardest part here. We're just going to find where this will open. And now you have 2 armholes. So this is amazing over a bathing suit, or if you just need a little bit of coverage but it's warm and you want something loose and drapey. In the back, it's super cute. It's just like a little vest. And you can leave it just with the ends kind of hanging and really loose. This is, again, really nice over yoga clothes to cover your rear. Yoga teachers know what I'm talking about. Or, again, over a bathing suit. Super cute, lots of coverage. I've seen people do really cute things with a belt here. So if you want to belt it, you just kind of hold it in the middle, you know, lining up kind of the design. And then you'll find your belt. Ideally a waist belt. Mine is not a waist belt, so I'm going to kind of rig it and hold it in the back. And then you just kind of want to cinch it in. And now this is really defining to the waist. Be super cute in the back. Again, I kind of have to rig mine. I do not know where all of my belts are. This one's much too big for that. So that's a fun option. Another way you can do this is hold up the ends and kind of fluff up the bottom. So I'm holding both tails and then just tying in the front. So same backing. I'm just tying it up higher depending on what you're wearing. Cute with shorts and just a bathing suit top. Again, you just want a little bit of coverage, but still lots of airflow. These are super light, super comfy. So that's another trick with that, going onwards and upwards. So I'm going to grab our new fall scarf again. This wonderful Aztec print. I love this neutral. We've been asking, you've been asking actually, and we've been asking for a nice black and white neutral, and here we go. So I'm super excited about this. Lots of you know just the traditional way to wear the sarong. You hold the tails in the back, you kind of bring it up towards the shoulders, and then hold both ends in front, and you can kind of twist here. I usually like, oops, lost my tails. I like to make a little knot here, and then tie it up towards the neck. And then I'm just making a knot in the back. Again, I probably would not do this over yoga clothes, but super cute with a bathing suit. If you need, you know, a little bit more coverage or you want to feel like the flaps aren't going to open at all, you can always cinch it in. And again, grab your belt. Belts are great friends. You need a little bit of waist defining. And how cute is that? You could kind of fluff out the print, have that little Aztec print showing. Love it. And from here, you can do lots of fun things. You can tie it in the back too and make a little tube top. So same thing, just no straps. So if you have a strapless suit and you want to keep it strapless, you can totally do that as well. And then I'll show you the way I was wearing it before. So I call this my most advanced trick, and I might mess it up too, so bear with me. This is my newest trick. So this one, you're going to kind of bunch it out to the side, and then making that small knot again, but just keeping everything to the side. So we're making a one shoulder dress here. Now one end is going to come over the shoulder, and the other end you have a couple options with. So if you really want to wear this for a long period of time, you're just going to want to make a knot behind you using that strip. If, like I'm kind of wearing it, I would probably just cinch this in a little and kind of tuck it in the clothes. Because I have something under this, I don't really mind that it's not totally tied. And then this, you'll just reach down with your hand, and this is much easier to do if you have a friend to help you. This is probably the hardest one to do by yourself. And I just kind of cinch this into the top of the fabric. So that's not sticking in. See? Bear with me. This is why I'm not a professional. And then in the front, I think it's really cute to kind of create a little sleeve here. So like I had earlier, I think it's super cute from the front, and again, really fun from the back as well. So this is great, like I had it before. You can kind of hold this and cross the fabric over and then add your belt right here. Or just let the ends kind of hang if you have a bathing suit on. And this one, again, you could probably just let the ends hang here if you want a tube top. Really casual. And then I thought of one last thing. So this is actually probably one of my personal favorites. So I'm going to grab our gold blush scarf again because I just love this one. So I love to keep a scarf in my bag all summer because guess what? It can be really, really hot during the day, hot and humid. And then it gets kind of cool at night if you're eating outside. It's nice to have a scarf in your bag. So I'm just making loops on the width of the scarf. So that's one side. I'm going to flip it to the other side. So this is the shortest side of the scarf, making two little knots here. And of course you can just throw the scarf over your shoulder, but I think this looks a little bit more polished, and again, you don't really have to worry about it. So I'm bringing one arm into the loop and then bringing the other arm into the opposite loop. Now I have these really wide armholes. Obviously this is not a good look. This is going to get in my way. So you're going to kind of shrug up towards the shoulders and creating a little shawl here. So you have armholes, you have mobility, but makes you feel a little bit like a goddess. This, I always feel a little Stevie Nicks like, and if you know me, you know I love Stevie Nicks. So I just think this variation is really fun, keeps you covered, and it totally shows off the scarf. So if you have one of our really beautiful prints, you want to show it off, obviously. If you've never touched our scarves, you have to get yourself to a trunk show. And guess what? I have 2 or 3 more tricks up my sleeve that I'm not going to show you because I'm going to keep those reserved for my trunk shows. So if you're still kind of debating about hosting a trunk show this summer, I've got a few dates left in July. My July shows are usually a blast. I love to do jewels by the pool, jewels on the patio, keeping it really casual. And guess what? All your guests will walk away knowing all of these tricks for the pool and the beach and for nights out. And we always have a blast, and you walk away with hundreds in free product. So think about it. Get back to me. My July is definitely booking up, and I have a feeling after these tricks, a few of you are going to want to come to one of my trunk shows because this is pretty much what we do. We learn fashion tricks. We have fun. We drink coffee or alcohol. It's a little too early for me to have a glass of wine. Definitely sticking with coffee. So hope that was helpful. Feel free to post a picture once you try one of them. If you have a fail, post that too. Maybe I can troubleshoot for you. Have a good one. Bye.